G'day guys, welcome back to Supercoach with DR and welcome to the Round 15 review. Hope you had a cracker of a week. Very good weekend for me. So it all started off with my Lions, a very convincing win over Port. And I tell you what, we're probably not a team that you want to be playing at the moment. I think we're hitting form. Ashy coming back hopefully this week. So very exciting times there. And Supercoach wise, pretty happy as well. Now, there are a couple of holes in the side, but all in all, I managed to hit my goal. So coming into the bye rounds, and remember, we need to always look at the bye rounds as a block, as a 4-week block. And thank goodness they are behind us. Fair bit of carnage wasn't there, but all in all, very successful because as a 4-week block, it's around 8,200 points. And I think that's pretty nice. My big goal was to get inside the top 1,000. So I think I started off about 1,800 and I'm now 911. So I managed to almost half my rank there. So very happy at the moment. Look, I won't win the thing this year, but hopefully the next goal is maybe a top 750. Then you look to your top 500 and anything past that, I think is an absolute bonus this year, but we'll see how we go. I'm really rooting for my man, Janeth. Obviously, Abs right up there as well. So, yeah, good luck if you are right in contention. But look, I'm pretty happy just with a half-decent finish this year. So, well, I don't know if I should even say this, but it was funny. I was just waiting for Supercoach to open and had to nick down the street to grab some groceries. And it's about a 5-minute drive and got the groceries. I was about halfway home and then the phone started going off and I thought, oh, Supercoach is probably open here. So couldn't even wait the 2.5 minutes to get home. Just pulled over to the side of the road, got the phone out and yes, Supercoach was open. So open it up, app refreshed and I did the whole, look at half your phone like, okay, top percent round score. That's looking all right. Then slid across and then saw that I was finally in the top 1K for the first time this year. So, yeah, absolutely wrapped. And it's the embarrassing part. And I should not admit this, and I don't know why I'm even saying it, but I was listening to SEN on the way back home. But after this news came through that I'd finally achieved this short-term goal, anyway, I thought, no, we need to change this up a little bit. So, what song did I go for? A bit of Mbop by Hanson. Don't know why. It was early 2000s type stuff there. But, yeah, it went back to Taylor Zach and who's the other one? Isaac, is it? And, yeah, partied for a couple of minutes before I got home and then composed myself and then tried to get to the computer. So very happy this week. And if you managed to really climb those ranks, congratulations. This is the difference between planning really well for the buys. And another part of the difference is luck, particular players getting injured, rookies that you may have been expecting to play that weren't, that got dropped, etc. So it can be a bit of a tough time. There's always a little bit of luck involved, but planning never goes astray. And yeah, very happy with where I'm at the moment. But again, in saying that, there are a couple of holes in the side. So I'll take you through the team. I've got 6 trades left. I'll take you through the trades I made last week. Pretty good at the end of the day, I think. Worked out pretty well. And then it's a big decision now. Do I go for that 23rd premium? If so, what type of quality? Which line do I look to really bolster up? There's a few things to discuss this week, so I'll definitely go through that and then talk about my captains. Also give some leagues a shout out. I haven't done that in a while. We'll see who's leading the DR $100 Open League, where it's over a $2,000 prize. We'll talk about the DR Content Creators League as well as Abs Leagues, and we'll go through some of the favorite ones. So that's it for the intro, guys. Hope that you are well. Let's see how the team's actually looking. Alrighty, so trades from last week. We brought in Elliot Yeo in defence, and what a week to bring this great man in. He just fit the price. I looked at the averages, season averages. He's still top 6, and I thought, you know what? Got a bit of faith in this man. Tim Kelly's out. There's no Harley Reid this week. Hopefully he can deliver and give us a big score. Just his tackle numbers, hopefully we'll get him there. Very happy with that 139. The other two blokes I brought in were basically loopholes in a way. So Sard, so I've got that defensive mid-link now. Now, obviously he's not going to play, so you may think, why are you doing it? But just in case there's potential carnage in the midfield, it just gives me an extra link just in case and gives me a bit more flexibility. And the other bloke I got was Kine and Brown as well. Originally, I didn't think he'd actually start as a sub, but I'll tell you what, didn't he have an impact in, well, I don't know how much time he got in the end. What was it, 10, 15 minutes? Great rundown tackle, really crucial time of the game. So, look, what will happen with him moving forward, I'm not too sure. But let's quickly go through how the team actually went last week. So, Ryan with the 93, he's had a down couple of weeks. So, if you haven't got him, maybe you could wait a week or two and do that final upgrade or luxury upgrade if you like. Am I too worried? Not really. I still think he's going to be one of the best. One thing that slightly concerns me, though, was Longmuir's comments about how they're basically seagulls looking for fantasy stats. So hopefully he just continues on his merry way, Luke Ryan. But a 93, it's certainly no disaster, is it? She's 117. Again, we've been getting a lot of these type scores, just really, really consistent there. So good to see. Yo talked about him. So the tackling beast, contested possession beast as well. So at one time there was like 4 disposals and 5 contested possessions that I saw. So the bloke's an absolute animal. I don't know if it's been announced, has it? He's actually staying at West Coast, but pretty sure that's the case. Ron O'Daniel's put that out. I think he'll stay there for 3 years. I would have taken him at Brisbane. Lots of other supporters wouldn't have, but I would have taken the great man back. But yeah, terrific game from him. Nick Martin just wrapped with 112. So anything 100 plus or even 95 plus from Nicky Martin, I think, is an absolute win here. So I didn't get to actually watch much of the match here, maybe a quarter on KO. So don't really know exactly where he played, what he did. But at the end of the day, 112, I am certainly not complaining. Alex Sexton now, I did watch a bit of this game. It looked like he was coming out of defence. I saw him take a few kick-ins, a bit of an unlucky free for holding, which delivered them a goal. And I reckon he got dudded a little bit of scaling here because I swear it was on like 82 points. Then he did like a long kick. Was it Day that got a contested mark, but it was like a long 50 kick, and I thought, beautiful, maybe up even to a 90 there. So not really sure what happened, but yeah, we'll talk about him when we look at the completed side. Obviously, Dalen Reed didn't play. Neil, the 149. This was very, very unexpected. So I was absolutely sure that William Drew would go to him. Now, I need to give a shout out. I think it's Exotic Gamer that said, and this is pre-game, that he reckon he'll go to McCluggage. So shout out to you, mate. Very, very well predicted, because I just thought that Lockyer was an absolute shoo-in to get tagged. But I did put out a tweet. This is right at the start of the game. You saw the 2 number 9s lining up next to each other, Butters and Neil, and I thought absolutely fantastic for my Supercoach team. There's no Berry inside on Butters. Drew, as we said, was on McCluggage. So happy days. Neil 149 and Butters a 123. Looking like a disaster with Butters as well. When he came up with that shoulder injury, I thought, oh no, here we go. Need to trade out another primo. But the tough man as he is, a little pocket rocket, came back on, actually had an impact as well. Kicked a nice goal. I think it was in the second quarter from about 45, 50 out straight in front. So yeah, at the end of the day, worked out really well for me. Nice Brisbane win. Great score from Lockie. Great score from Zachy Butters as well. Merritt with the captain, 135. Now, that was a little bit of a risk. It was one of those weeks where I just wasn't confident on the captain. Maxi gone with the 114. I was hoping he'd go at least at 125. Grundy was the other bloke I was thinking for the VC. And then I thought, well, do I just go safe with Gawn and just lock it in? What happens if disaster strikes? Do I go Flanders? I can basically lock in a 115 or 120, and that's exactly what it was, a 117. I thought, no, I'm going to go a little bit of upside here. I'm going to trust Serrett. He broke the tag last week for 125, so hopefully he can go a little bit more. And bang, 135. So really wrapped I did that. There's so little points with the rankings at the moment. So I reckon between me and I was looking up George, because I always look up the Content Creators League. There are maybe 45 points separating us, and he's in the 700s, and I'm 900s at the moment, so not a lot of points in it. So really wrapped that I took a little bit of a risk there. The Schlong with a 121, beautiful contested possession beast again. Walsh with a 110. Look, I'm not going to complain with the 110, but you always do want a little bit more. Not complaining with this, a 153. So it's like the Tom Green at the start of the season. Phenomenal first quarter. Again, just contested possessions galore. I won't say too much. I do feel sorry. I had a couple of mates that actually traded him out. They lost the faith and thought, nah, we're going to upgrade this bloke. And one bought in LDU, one bought in Errol. So you're pretty happy at the end of the day. But a 153, we deserve this. As owners that have held faith, particularly those of us that started the great man, we deserve this, and we were owed this. So thank you very much, Tommy. Very well done. Oh, geez. Clary. Clayton Oliver. What have I done here? Why did I trade him in? This was up there with the most painful watches in a long, long time, Supercoach-wise for me. He's nowhere near it, unfortunately. Clary just does not look anywhere near it. And it's getting to the point where you think, well, do we just hold blind faith and just pray and hope that he comes good somehow? Look, I was expecting to track out that he'd really, really step up to the plate. Will Phillips tagged him. We know Phillips did a good job on Dacos for 3/4 a week before. But come on, Will Phillips, Clary. It's, I think what's evident at the moment is that he hasn't had a preseason. Melbourne as a team just aren't travelling well. He's not getting a heap of support around him, let's be honest. As a unit, they're just not performing. And look, Clary's a big part of that. But I just don't know if I see any brighter days with Clary. So we've got some big decisions on our hands with him. But there was one stage where he had as many free kicks. I put a tweet out, 4 disposals, 4 free kicks against. It was just, as I said, the toughest watch in a very, very long time. And his score, luckily, went nowhere near my best 18 this week. So that was the only bright side, is that it's a best 18 week. If you've got this with the best 22 round, you've got your Oliver there, and people have got Errol, let's just say, or an LDU on this spot, you're in big, big trouble. So that's the only shining light, I suppose, for this week. That was it there. Had Brucey looped on. Did he count? I think he might have. So 43, 32. No, he'd have just been out, actually. Dogger would have just got him. So, yeah, decent effort, though, from Brucey. A couple of goals, which was nice. Maxi with 114. We've all sort of got him. Grundy, 124. This was a very, very good trade-in. So really, really wrapped that I decided to go with Grundy. So I forget who went the week before over Grundy, but I think that's also worked out okay. Whoever that was, I forget who it was. But, yeah, getting Grundy in, for me, he's a clear R2. Could he even be the R1 from here until the end of the season? Who knows? I'm not too sure, but I've got so much more confidence and faith in him than you do your English and your Marshall. TDK, though, may have a big say in this. Now, my man Jonathan Swordplay Potty said he's going to be a generational player. I was joking around, yeah, give him 20 mil and all the rest. He was right on the money. And congratulations to my old man as well, because he bought in TDK this week, chucked the VC on him, also bought in Kerno, and also didn't listen to my advice and brought in Jai Simpkins. So a big week for the old man. Still didn't get over Spilsy, though, in the Cachy. So well done, Spilsy. Massive week from Spills. We'll hear from him in the Swordplay Potty. But, wrap with owning Brodie Grundy. And then the forward line, Flanders, you just lock this type of score in, 110 to 120 type score. Has not gone under the ton. So what a pick he's been, particularly if you started him. I jumped on him straight after the buy. So really, really happy there. Sorry, I am losing the voice. Henny with the 112. Again, we're not seeing those ceiling type games regularly from him like we were really, really early on. But you're banking a 112 every day of the week. So I'll go with the 104. Again, this is okay. If you look at those top 3 forwards, you've got your Fisher that's gone there, someone like your Simpkin, your Kerno, your Cordwells, which we'll talk about later. So there are some other blokes that are really stepping up to the plate now, but I still think these are clearly the 3 safest and the most important blokes that you want to have in your forward line. Fisher with a 108, again, very nice, underperformed last week. I think the man's back again. McCurchy coming back. I don't know how it's going to affect him, but for now, I'm really happy owning him. Dogger, 66 now. He's probably a bloke, ideally, that you want to be looping off your field. He really is that insurance type pick. Don't get me wrong, he's got a good ceiling when he's on. But yeah, 66, a lot of nothing type scores. Again, just crept into my best 18. He's projected to go about 130 this week. So my projection was like 23 coming into the last game. And yeah, obviously that wasn't going to happen. And that 5, well, I thought this would be a bit of a luxury at this stage with the 6 trades already having him looping onto the forward line, but he looks nowhere near it at the moment. So Fife and Clary are extremely, extremely disappointing. I'm expecting a lot more from Clary being that real premium type pick, but Nat Fife is just not the cover that I was expecting he was going to be. So disappointing there. And then you had Brown, sub came on for the 21. So that was how we performed last week. And let's actually optimize if we can and see how we're looking here. Okay, so 5's push there. Dawson. Yeah, so this is pretty much the completed side, if you want to call that at the moment. So we've got Dacos, Ryan, Sheasel, Dale, Yo, Martin, Pretty happy with that. Look, what would you change? So you're not going to change these three. I'm wrapped to, he's Pottish in the top 1%, wrapped to have Yo now. Look, Martin, I'd probably prefer a Ridley over Martin, although really didn't have the best of weeks. Maybe a McGovern, a Houston you'd rather have here, a Jordan Clark maybe. But all in all, yeah, pretty happy with that defence. The midfield, Bont, Neal, and obviously you've got, what have they done here? I shouldn't have him there, should I? Oh, so this always happens when you optimize stuff. I had him in the midfield. I'm going to unoptimize this, sorry. Oh, no, I won't. All right, I'll just go with it. Anyway, Sard should be here. But, yep, so Bont, Neal, Zeret, Sarong, Butters, really, really happy there. Not overly happy here. Look, Green really bounced back with that 153, which was nice. Welsh as a 110. Look, he's not the worst option to have there. Look, he's okay. You'd much rather what I'm missing an Errol and LDU type, even maybe Dunkley, you could argue. But this is the gaping hole here. So really, really concerning having Clayton Oliver as my M8. Right with that. Wouldn't want anything else in the rucks. Very happy here with these three. Fisher very happy with. Jackson, you've got to have as that insurance type pick. And then you've got Sexton there as well. Look, with an 80 this week, he played the role that I wanted him to play. Took some kick out. So I was super, super worried, I must admit, with Power coming back in, that A, he wouldn't even make the squad, and B, he may even start as a sub, but Brandon Ellis luckily did, and he played a solid role down back anyway. So, yeah, you'd love that to be, a Rankin, maybe a Kerno's really coming into discussion this week. I was very close to actually bringing Kerno in this week, but things just didn't happen. If I had a boost, I would have probably found a way to do it if I could have. So that is a side at the moment. So what do we got? So we've got, sorry, and I will just confirm this reversal because Sard should be in the midfield here. So we'll just get Sexton up. So he comes up for Dawson. The Bont comes on for Dowling. Sexton, geez, 5, just nowhere near it at the moment. And then Dale will obviously come on for Dawson. And so basically what I've got here as well is I've got the Dawson DPP, so whether Fisher or Sexton can come down here to cover down back. Obviously in the midfield where you got Revel there, you got Dowling, you've got a bloke that can come here, another bloke to cover that. You don't really need to do that, but anyway. Rucks have obviously got Dogger, and then you've got plenty of DPP here. 5 at the moment. So, yep, DPP all over the shop. I've literally got every DPP that you can have, apart from a weird Blitzarves, what's he this year, Ruck mid or whatever that is. So, all good there. So, if you look at how things sit, there's 22,500 in the bank, not a lot to play with, 6 trades. So, the question for me is, do I just sit on the 6 trades and just wait till disaster strikes? There's still around 15, 24 rounds and 9 rounds to go. So do I just wait until, just say there are 6 rounds to go, and that way I think I've got to trade each round and go really hard at the end? Or do I, now that I'm in the top 1,000, go, now, do you know what? I'm going to keep going hard, go for that 23rd type bloke and get, just say, a Sexton off the field, even a Clary off the field. Or instead of a 23rd, do I just look to completely upgrade someone like an Oliver to an LDU, to an Errol? I've got so many options up my sleeve. So what do I do? So the issue at the moment, and this is happening, I know, for a lot of teams, is that you're just running out of cash on the bench. So at the moment, if you look at my cover, Brown, you don't really call his cover deal. Well, he came on the sub in his first game, so I'm not going to call him cover, but he's playing, so potentially let's just call him 0.5 of cover. Do you call him cover? Well, he's cover. He's playing, so, but just not looking like it. But 5, and he's got a bit of cash on him, 353. Then you got your Dowling, then you got your Revel, and these 2 guys are dead here. So 1, 2, 3.5. It's not too bad. So what I could look to do is, as I said, either upgrade this Oliver spot here, or else maybe go for your Rosie here and loop them. Or do I look to upgrade this forward spot here, and then one of my forwards can loop with an Oliver? Yeah. All right. Let's let's play around with a few things. So in order to do this, who's got cash on them? So Dawson, you can't for 137. I could maybe go for a Def Ford 102K if there's one there, but I'm only getting 35K. That'll make it 50, 60. Won't be enough to do much. Oh, I'd hate to do it. I would hate to do it. But you've got to take the emotion out of this game. It may have to be Brucey. Do you know what? It is going to have to be Brucey if I decide to go through the move, because 353 on Fife's head plus your 22, you're only looking at 375. It's just not enough. So Bruce, I'm going to have to lose this week. It's not good, but it is what it is. And Fife is obviously the other man that would go. So 658. So I'm not trading in, obviously, an LDU or an Errol there. That's just impossible. Do I go with a combo of someone really cheap here? And then another bloke who I think will just play every week and is just cover to literally save a donut if all things go really, really bad? Or do I go with someone that can make a bit more coin and then look to flip potentially again if I don't have to use injury trades to do something really luxurious? There's so many options I've got up my sleeve, but 658K, let's just say that I go with a 102K, and it would be simply someone with DPP at the moment. So Roland's, I'll look at all the fixtures and look at who's got the late games, all that sort of stuff. So at the moment, though, let's just go with this friendly fella here. Know nothing about him. That gives me 556. So in the forward line, damn it. This was a bloke I was really, really eyeing off. That's frustrating. Okay. So I'm 30K down. What can I do about that? So I'm going bargain basement. See, Sexton, do you go, your Bruce and your Sexton, or do I go Sexton and Fife? The issue with Sexton is he does cover the forwards as well as the defenders there. Looks so much better than Fife. Bruce to 6. Still got Dowling there. Yeah, no, probably not. All right. So Dylan Moore at 531. Just a forward option. Joey Danaher. Someone asked about him. Shout out to you, mate, whoever that was. Solid game from Joey. Kicking well. Mid forward. So this is actually ideal, really, isn't it? Try Caldwell. Break even of 67. Let's take a look at his season stats. Geez, coming up against Geelong, Collingwood, Melbourne as midfields. Gee, that's got to be nice, doesn't it? All right, so he started off the season. So you got your, and I sort of know this because from the stock, he's 67, 72. So you take those away. He's going 99, 99, 83, 129, Hunge. Then 58, but that was an injury game, and that was against West Coast. And just now on West Coast, he's gone to 115. So I wouldn't take too much away from that. So after that 58, 90, 103, 80, 88, 94, 115. Setterfield was dropped. So I didn't watch this game. Spills invited me to the game as well, but I was doing the old boundary umpiring today. Yelling from the sidelines. Do you know what? I like it because it's consistent. Like the floor of 80, you can stomach that. Apart from that 80, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 6 weeks, the lowest is an 88. 88, 90, 115. Yeah, but we've only really seen the 1, 2, 3, 4 tons. And they've been modest sort of tons, but he's that consistent type pick. So I really do like him with his DPP and his upcoming run. Geelong, Collingwood, Melbourne, Adelaide, St Kilda, Freo, Gold. So it gets hard at the end with your Gold Coast, Sydney, Brisbane. But up until then, And this is the other fella that I would really like. Charlie. Definitely one of these two, I think, if it's a forward. Unless I try to go all out on ranking, but just don't know. So 122, 109, 103, 108, 118. So second best score of the year against Geelong as expected. So previous history against the upcoming opponents. Richmond's not much, but they're a different side back then. The Doggies he likes, 154, 113, 85. Nothing much from the Giants. So Richmond, GWS Bulldogs. Then he's got North, Port, Collingwood, Hawthorn, West Coast, and Kilda. Geez, it's a decent Supercoach final series, isn't it? And it's a decent week this week. So you're really looking to go this week, aren't you? 457, Caldwell. Okay, so it's about 20K difference there. All right, Curnow versus Caldwell. McInerney is a pod, probably not. Cameron, no. Neil Bullen, no. Okay, so now we're getting to see. Shea, if I went Shea at 420, I could really upgrade that to an actual bloke that's playing. You go all the way down to Mackay. Looping Sexton Mackay. Do you know what? I said this bloke was most likely going to be a trap in the stock market video. Apologies if that scared you off. Shit, 400. I can't just change my opinion after a week, can I? Negative 11 for break even. But then again, I'm getting him. I'm not looking to jump on, or to jump off, am I? He's there for the year, but gee, he's got that DPP status. He's 400. So last two, 129, 114. It's just the previous stuff. And I know he's playing through injury, but 60, 43, 64, 58, 67, 61, 50 I'm guessing injury game. Bulldogs, Gold Coast, Sydney. Dang, not easy the next three. Carlton, Geelong, Richmond, West Coast. Very nice after that. Do you just look to luxury upgrade after the tough weeks? This is a tough one. I'm going to seek advice, and I'm going to really look into the stats for Simpkin. Really, really look into the stats, because I don't know about CBAs and all that sort of stuff and exactly where he's at. So at the moment, it's looking like it's a Simpkin type. I wouldn't go Bolton, Curnow, or Caldwell. Simpkin, Curnow, Caldwell. All right, so if I don't go there and we look to get, let's just say midfield option in. Actually, do you know what? There's a bloke from Collingwood. Wonder what his price is. I might have a look at. All right, so 581. I can't go Sinclair. 576 in day. Holmes as that defensive mid. Dunkley 568. Just out of Anderson. Shit, so I could go up to a Jordan Dawson. So I'm bolstering the midfield by doing that, yet I'm keeping Clary. The issue is that doesn't allow me to loop here in the forward line, apart from your Dowling. Geez, it's I must admit it's tempting. This was a bloke from Collingwood I was thinking about, Jack Crisp, because he'll give me that loop down back as well for your Dacos, Yo, Martin. So almost a third, a half from a back line. Chad Warner. I could get Chad Warner. You wouldn't believe that a couple of weeks ago, would you? All right, so Crispy. Damn, he's been consistent. Look at that. So from round 8, 106, 134, 112, 94, 117, 104, 121. Those games with Pendles, I'm pretty sure there was some with DeGoey. Upcoming fixture. Suns, Essendon, Geelong, Hawthorn, Richmond, Carlton. Yes. Could this be the pod? How confident am I on Nick Martin? Could I grab Jack Crisp? See, the issue here is my forward line. I really feel like I'm neglecting, like, how confident am I with, Jackson and Sexton here? Oh, I'd be so tempted to bring in Crisp. I just think it'd be a great pod. You bring Clary there. Want to go off tap again. Break even 184. But you look at Clary's, you've got to move Clary on now. Fremantle, St Kilda, North Brisbane. Geez, so knowing that I could get someone like Warner, Crisp, tell you what, I'm interested in Crisp. Richards, is that deaf mid? Steele, no. Cripper, no. Rory Laird, he's playing in defence again. Matt Rowell at 5.23. If only he could find form. Horn Francis, no. Took, no. Brayshaw, no. Jimmy Rowbottom, maybe jump on Jimmy. Where is he? You know who I'm obviously going to look for. Show Amon DeGoey, Wines, Green. Ashy. She'll just bring in the great man. Harley Reid, fit and firing. Salem got subbed off. That was unlucky. McRae, terrible pick. Here he is. She leaves me with 145k in the bank. And then what am I going to do with 145k? So that's 4 trades. Such value, isn't he, Rosie? Such value. So 111, sorry, my phone's vibrating. So I'll break even at 53. So look at that opening to the season. You're 114.90, 102, 152, 125. Then it was bang, 65, 91, 53, 39, 75, 111. You're not going to get him any cheaper. Coming up against Saints, Bulldogs, Suns, Tigers, Carlton, Supercoach final series of Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Freo. Geez, I really like that money in the bank, and I love the fact that you can loop between your Olivers and your Rosies. But then again, looping, does it make sense to see, it's troubling me with my forward line. I think I've got to make the sensible decision. See, Rosie, Crisp, two I really, really like. Rosie, because I'm getting so much cash left over in the bank. Then you could even upgrade your Oliver again. You could even upgrade your Sexton to Caldwell maybe next week. Then you've got your Rao types, you know. There's no one below that. You know, all the way up to a Jordan Dawson, you know, a Chad Warner. Do I do it? Do I? I think for now, I'm really going to have to ensure that I don't neglect this forward line. Because if something happens with Sexton, I'm in real strife. So I need to do the sensible thing and get one of these forward options. Now, whether it's Caldwell, Simpkin, or Curnow. How important is DPP? Who do I think is going to average more? Geez, Janeth, I reckon he's on the money, said Curnow can average 100 flat from here. Geelong, Collingwood, Melbourne as midfields. They're going to be big matches as well for the Dons. With Setterfield omitted. Sorry, you won't be able to see this. I'm just going to check out your CBAs. All right, sorry. Bear with me for a sec, guys. So CBAs for round 15. Caldwell, 75. So it's a season high for him. It's a season high of 75. In round 13 as well, before the bye, he got back up to 54. So, yeah, it's all come back to me with the stocking now. So from rounds 4 to 6, it was 46%, 61, 64. And then down after that, 7, 25, 0, 8, 36, 35, 34. And then 54, 13, 75. So who's suffered here? It is Archie. No, so Archie Perkins came in. It's Stringer. So Stringer went from 64% down to 36. So that was a big change. %. Oh, that's Goldstein. Okay, so interesting. Durham. So Durham went down from 61 to 47. Caldwell's picked up the slack, and along with Stringer, that's allowed Perkins to go right up as well. Okay, interesting. Well, he may be the man at 476, or do you go your Simpkin, or do you go your Curnow? I really, really like Charlie Curnow. Sorry, guys, this video is really, it's taken too long, isn't it? All right, so 6, 7. Oh, look, I'm not really going to worry about the break evens. That's not really a fact when it's the upcoming draw, and it's Richmond this week. Could he do a Joel Amati and go a niner? No, I'm going to go with Jai Caldwell for now. This I didn't really see myself doing this. And you know what? I may even just hold off on trades and may keep my 6 and just be really safe. Hang on, let's just quickly see if I don't get this bloke here. Can I get anyone that's actually half decent? Fallstrip keep playing? Do you know what? I could be getting... Yeah, that's random. That'll do if I don't go a DPP. Because he actually looked all right, Tholstrup. Nice hairstyle as well. All right, so Sexton, what are they saying? Yeah, they're saying Sexton 94, Dogger 106 versus Sydney in the ruck, please. Collingwood league to defenders. So just for this week, I think it might be something like that. So that'll give me, again, not much in the bank, 28K, but it's now moved, well, for this week anyway, the luxury of Dogger as a loop, and he plays earlier as well. Tholstrup, do I just go loop here to allow myself to actually loop? Tholstrup's playing first. Well, I suppose if... Oh, yeah, do you know what? So... Oh, no, I can't, because I was going to say that I could almost loop Dawson and Sexton here, but Dawson plays before Dogger. So who do I actually loop here? North Fisher, I wouldn't worry about. Well, no, not much I can do there, I don't think. Dowling, I just think I'll chuck as the emergency. So, yeah, there's not much I can do there. Unless I just go for a loop, whoever that may be, to allow me to do that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, might rethink this Tholstrup anyway. But anyway, this is how we're going to be lining up this week. Captains. So we've got Brisbane versus Melbourne. Melbourne going to tag? Probably not. I reckon Berry will probably go to Clary if they even worry about it. Maybe I do go Lockie Neal as the vice. You've got North against the Bulldogs. Now, they'll most likely try to tag Bont, won't they? But good luck to them. Do I just do that nice and early? Or maybe choose one of these as a VC? Yeah, we'll see there. But could be, definitely could be. Sheasel, no. Fisher, no. All right, Sydney against Freo. So Heaney, Grundy, I don't know, Shrek and Dogger. He's at the SCG, though. Does he come into potential? So, yeah, don't mind 3 players there potentially in the first few. Then you got your Dacos against the Suns. So do they don't tag if he's in the midfield, do they? Does Took put pressure on him? Anderson won't tag. Real won't tag. They run Flanders through there. Probably not. He'll probably stay in the defensive line. Shit, Dacos. Okay. Adelaide and, yeah, look, I haven't got enough faith in Tommy just for now. Oh, Flanders, hang on. Flanders against Collingwood. Is that the play for a captain? Oh, you got Zerrett against Geelong. Man, there are a lot of options this week. Almost too many. And then Hawthorn and West Coast is not doing anything for me. Richmond, Carlton. Geez, Walsh is playing. No, I couldn't do that. Ports and Kilda. Butters after the shoulder worries me slightly. Saints won't do anything for me. So, Flanders just destroyed, which backline was it? St Kilda, for league points, like Collingwood. Yeah, 152. So, maybe something like that for me. At the same time, though, it's going to be hard skipping Bont, skipping your Grundy and your Dacos, isn't it? They're playing at home. Look, he hasn't gone under the ton. It is extremely safe, but I think this is a week where he's also got that upside as well. Excuse me. So maybe he makes sense. Upside and the fact that he's safe. So I might actually go with Flanders there. All right. Before I let you go, and you can tune off now if you want. Apologies for taking this long. Let's take a look at some leagues. So I'm pretty sure the Content Creators League, where are we sitting? Yeah, 7th. So 7th out of 14,000 leagues. So shout out to all the legends here. Sitting second, that won't be on total points, though. So let's go on total points. So you've got the Godfather, just to calm it down, Abs. Congratulations, mate, into the top 100. Just love the way that this man plays the game. The most entertaining bloke. So great human as well. Congratulations, mate. 83 overall, if you don't mind. Talk about best humans in the world. Here he is right here. My man, Janeth. Third man up. Come on, it should be Swordplay here, let's be honest. But Janeth, 243 inside the top 250. Well done, mate. It's very hard to gain rankings around this spot. So, yeah, well done, mate. Very, very proud of the man. George, the great man, 765. Now, I had George a few weeks ago. He had a really good buy, I think, last week, a much better buy than me. So, yeah, well done to you, mate. 765. I'm coming in next at 911. So what's the difference here? Yeah. So 44. So 44 points between 911 and 765. So that's basically 150 spots in the rankings there. That's why getting your captains right, just the little things mean so much. And another reason why I'm looking to most likely get that Caldwell in this week, so I can keep getting that better on-field score and hopefully avoid a dogger score, for example. Pistols in next at 1484. Well done to you, mate. Scobie there, the great Nath from Supercoach Hub. I'll tell you what, he's in the chat. He's a river. JD, shout out to you, mate. Damo from the Footy Mailbag, the sharp dress man. Great season from you, mate. We've got Damon, DJ Tradelot from Supercoach Edge. And look at that. Look at this overall rank here. 1960 to 2225. 32,105 to 32,145. That's how close it really is this year. And one spot between Damo and JD there. My man Spills. Now, this man is making a run. Went up over 2,000 spots this week. He's been having a bit of a tough time, but Spillsy, congratulations, mate. I tipped you'd be 3,000 something, and you have absolutely smashed it during the buys. So well done to you, brother. JB next. Tell you what, this is why the league's going so well. You go to 11th, and we're still inside the top 4K here. Step Butters, Joshy, well done, mate, from the hub. Swizz, the punt road legend on you, mate. SDS, one of my favourites from SDS, Steve from SDS. Rossi, third man up. Much love to you, mate. And I need to message about those footy cards as well, brother. Joey, beautiful human from the centre bounce. My man, Dan Mashman, Frio, tragic. You're coming back as well, mate. You will come back very, very strongly. I'm sure of that, mate. Joshy, so obviously Clarky from the Footy Mailbag. Mick Horses for Courses, Supercoach Horse, Insight. Great bunch of blokes there. And my man, Vern, look, he's having the strongest year, but very, very good Supercoach. Even better NBL Supercoach. But again, Vern's, you'll be coming home strong, mate. So I just want to give a shout out to all the content creators there, and make sure that you follow everyone there, check out their channels and follow on X, whatever socials I've got. So yeah, ripping bunch of blokes there. I won't go through every one of these, G's, because I'll run out of time. Kata's Supercoach Challenge now. Kata, one of my absolute favorites in the community. So league ranking 15 here. So another one in the top 20. Kata, it's always been a pleasure, mate, in this league. So coming in fourth there, which is nice. And you'll see lots of similar faces and names in many leagues that I'm at there. So shout out to you, mate. This Godfather group, there are so many high-ranked individuals there, like multiple top 10 type stuff there. So shout out to anyone on that. The Members League here. So played H this week. H, you're having a tough time. I know you'll be watching, mate. Jump back on the horse, son. It's been a tough year, but look at your ranks still. If this is a tough year, you know how much of a great coach you are, mates. And I'll bug you, mate. You're still 2 games ahead in the Members League. What do you complain about, buddy? But yeah, shout out to you, mates. And all these guys are obviously members. So Danny Crano there, H Tumba, the halfback flanker Stewie. How are you, mate? Zero still rebounding. Orange Whips with the Whiz. Shout out to you, mate. Peter, Harvey Bay Magpies. Row on the boat, Jono. Make sure you check out this great man's channel. I tried to give you a call today, Jono, as well, mate. Couldn't get through to you. Tomo with the Murray Raptors. Just had a victory over you this week. Bad luck, mate. You will bounce back for sure. Matthew with Darkness. Clueless American with Tomo. You're not too clueless, mate. You're going really well. Sharpshooters with Brady there. Ben Cripplejar. Cal with MacGyver, isn't it? All Stars, MacGyver. Sorry, absolutely butchered you there, Carly. Greg with the Smegheads there. Black Fag with Johnny, one of our favourites in the community, obviously. Burham Tom Bombers with Clenny. The Outlaws with Daz. The Ladies Man, Cause of Blackwidge, Fishing for Premiums, and then Butcher's Pocket there with Benny. Shout out to you, mate. Thank you very much to all the members there. The family league I won't go through. Shout out to the old man, though, that did get to Koning as well. The Supercoach with DR2. How are we going in that one? Second there to Zach. So one on to Zach. Sam up there to Jimmy, Connor, and Andrew running at the top 5. One on to you, lads. The regulars. Oh, what have I done there? The regulars. So these are some of my absolute favourites here. Janeth, no surprise there. Circle. I'll just quickly go through the names here, guys, because I think my recording time's actually coming out. Crazy Frogs, you all know Crazy Frogs there. Dazza, Lockie as well. Look, they're all legends here. You know, that Brady deals with the Brazzies Bulls, always in it. Row there, and then Triss as well. Good on you, Triss. The regulars. Now, onto the Cachy now. 24. This was actually, so people must have had a bad week in the Cachy, but this was actually in the top 20. I think we're about 15 a week or two ago. So luckily, yeah, second there, sitting pretty nicely, which is nice. The Podmasters seed 1. Now, I think this league's right up there, to be honest. Yeah, 18. There you go. Sitting 4th there. Again, a lot of familiar faces there. Mini Monk sitting up the top there. Podmasters overall. What's this? Oh, this must be an open league. So 6 there, so that's nice. Baby Greens, Mike Hussey's beating me. Come on, Mike. Save it for the BBL, mate. AFL pot. This was a league, I think. Yeah, 8. So another top 10 league. So I'm involved in so many strong leagues. So it's been 8 and what was the other one? 7, I think my other one. Season 2K24. Shout out to all the legends there. The Content Kings. Actually, who's in this one? Janeth, yeah. So lots of the same type blokes. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly skip through. I've got to check out this one. And Pig, congratulations on 2,000 followers if you're watching, my friend. Very well deserved, mate. And the Pigsty, 11th. So well done, mate. So a few legends here. The Dukey, who are you, mate? There's Kata right up the top there. Pizza Safety, he's a great coach. Always seems to be up there. The Legend Hen 23. How are you, man? He's an absolute legend. I think is a big part of the Discord, I think. But shout out to you, my man. JP, so Supercoach royalty here, like former number 1 pick. Dyslexia United, so good mate of Selby's as well. Shout out to you, mate. Really, really nice bloke. Haven't really spoken to you much. We got to get together for a vid, man. MJ, one of my favorites from the coaches panel. Absolute legend is MJ. Top most 50 most relevant. Very famous for that. Emily with the boyfriend account there. Good on you, Em. Kane, take me higher. Roscoe. There's Pig Jimmy. Pig Mentality, DRSC, my man Spilsy, Andy with his Supercoach Couch Potato, absolute legend on X as well, Angus with the Sport Bet Punters, Benny, my man from Insider, again, one of the best humans as well, one of my favorites, and Yenna Cheese, another really, really awesome bloke from X. Case, shout out to you, mate. Teacher, I think from memory as well. I know a great family man anyway, mate. All right, this is a big one here. Let's go through the top 10. We've got the DR Open 100, and this is a league where there is over $2,000 cash on the line just for first. And my man, Janeth, it could not go to a better person in this league. So Janeth, currently with an overall rank of 250, he is just in front of my man, Ducati Cole, 32,491. So, I'll tell you what, not even 150 points in that. Then he got Slims, about 50-odd points just behind there. So Slims, you're going to make a big run. Aspro with Andrew there. And then there's the old Shifty DR making a bit of a late run here. So, geez, I tell you what, there is 3 points between Aspro and myself there, Mr. Adriano. So, top 3 get paid out. I'm getting closer and closer here. I'll tell you what, if I get anything here, I'll donate it because it's my own league. Then you got Jeffy there. Geez, Jeff, you're right up there, mate. You must have had a poorer week this week, but you've had a magnificent year, mate. A member of the channel, shout out to you, mate. Then we got Freehead with Joey, Jojo, Joseph. You've been right up there, mate, as well. White Knight Peter, Adrian, the Big Lebelski, the Anti-Bevo squad. I've got to give you a shout out, Damo. Well done, mate. What a name that is, my friend. Well done there, bud. The A-Team League as well. Actually, I need to get back on Facebook Messenger because I reckon there's a great chat that I'm missing out on. Because these are the legends from that chat and some former winners and Yeah, JP. That yeah. So this is an elite. Look, ranking's only 49 this year, but there are some elite coaches here. I'll quickly go through so you can see. But shout out to all the absolute legends in this one. I need to get back in that chat, boys. So yeah, shout out to all your legends as well in the A-Team League. And where are we going to finish here? Oh, about to enter the Dr. Supercoach Cup. Rank 34 out of that. So yeah, not too bad. I'll take that every day of the week. So I think that's all the leagues covered. So that is it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Again, thank you as always for watching. Tomorrow night, no, it's Sunday. Tuesday night, we're going to sit down and record the Supercoach Swordplay potty. Going to be a huge week. We're all up and about this week because we're looking all right. There's green arrows at the moment, and I think someone sent me a message. If you combine all the ranks, just so if you've got 3 or more podcasters from a particular pod or community, that the Swordplay crew is actually number 1. Don't quote me on that, but if it's true, very, very humbling. And yeah, big shout out to my 2 brothers, Spills and Janice. So I'll be chatting to those 2 legends tomorrow night. The stock market will be back. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Did you like the pod edition? Do you want me to just go back to how it was? Give me some feedback. I'll take requests as well this week on any pods that you do want. Let me know with that as well. But the stocky will certainly be out, and who knows what else will happen during the week. We'll see how we go. But again, guys, much peace, much love. Hope that you're well, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Cheers, bye.